You are now entering Crazy Joe's Galaxy. Enjoy the wild ride. You are now entering the Galaxy. WWE Monday Night Raw full show review. Was it awesome? Did it suck? What are my thoughts and opinions here with Big Dog Jimmy? Well, the show was awesome until the very end. You know, you can check out my rant of the championship match, and that there tells you what I thought and felt. Now, you know, I don't want to, the show was awesome. Really, it was a fantastic show until the last 2-3 minutes of what happened at the very end. Just made me feel like somebody, like, farted right in my face, or somebody took a shit and they put it and hit it somewhere near me, you know. And I come unexpectedly into the room, and it's like, what is this? Hot garbage. I really did not like that finish. I love the whole show, all the rest of the show, all the way up until that. The match was awesome. The ring work was awesome. I connected with it. And then the finish where Dean Ambrose was on the top rope, and he pushed Seth Rollins off of him, and he went into the ref, and then Seth Rollins just pops right up real quick and hits him in a suplex off the top rope. It was awesome, and I thought he was going to do something else to Dean Ambrose, but he goes for the roll-up, and they're tied up with each other's legs, and they're both men's shoulders are down, and they both get counted down for the 1, 2, 3, but the referee never says who won, who lost. Was it a draw? What is it? Seth McMahon is saying Seth Rollins won, but the referee never said who won. So controversy rings true at the end of the last very Monday Night Raw, where it's one big gigantic roster. Controversy rings true, and it's supposed to be like, oh, my controversial decision. And no, there was no real decision made. And it's just like, what the fuck? It just hurts my head. I have a fucking headache now, and it pisses me off. Big Dog Jimmy, so let me just chill out and calm down. Well, sometimes I get like this, but it's not that often. But Raw kicks off in an epic and awesome way with Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon. And Stephanie McMahon announces that the Cruiserweights are going to be exclusively on Monday Night Raw because of how the Cruiserweight Classics are doing on the network, and that was awesome. She announces the general manager of Monday Night Raw is Mick Foley, and that is an epic and awesome thing, and I love it. What the fuck is that in my ear? There's an ad somewhere, something playing in the background. So, and then Mick Foley, the hardcore legend, the man who has 3 personalities in one, is the general manager of Monday Night Raw. How fucking awesome is that? That is so awesome. I love it. I love the fact that Mick Foley is the man, the general manager under the commission of Stephanie McMahon on Raw. It is going to be a very hardcore and awesome show, I believe, with Mick Foley at the helm of the general managership, And then Shane McMahon announces Daniel Bryan is going to be his general manager, and that's awesome because Daniel Bryan knows talent, knows how to make, I imagine he will book awesome matches with Shane McMahon, and that is going to be a very fun and awesome show to watch. I think things are going to be crazier on Raw than on SmackDown, but SmackDown's going to have extremely quality matches and a good, feuds, probably better than Raw, in my opinion. We don't know who's on what roster yet, so it leaves a lot to be like, what's going to happen tomorrow night? So I'm really excited for that. And then we have Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus Kevin Owens and Jericho. Sami Zayn and Cesaro win. We've seen this before with these 4 men fighting in various different ways with an extra guy on each team and different types of matches and stuff. So it's been more of the same. It was an awesome match. They all did amazing jobs. They all wrestled really well. It was a fantastic match. I really enjoyed it, but it was a lot more of the same. And I'm like, all right, hopefully this is the last time, and it's, 2 guys end up on Raw and 2 guys end up on SmackDown, and it mixes things up. I'm not sure who I want where, but I feel like, Cesaro and Sami Zayn should be on different shows, and the same with Kevin Owens and Jericho, And then Darren Young with Bob Backlund defeats Alberto Del Rio in an interesting match, with The Miz and Maurice at ringside. And The Miz causes Del Rio the match, which is pretty crazy. Darren Young knocked him hard with a right hand, and he should have had the pinfall right then or gotten his finisher and won like that. But with The Miz being out there, it made it kind of a debacle, like whatever. Darren Young won, which was awesome, and Darren Young is getting great again. So, and then we have the 12-man tag team match, which was phenomenal. It was a lot of fun. Loved the whole thing. And, Cena, Enzo, Cass, and the New Day lose to the Club and the Wyatt family. After the Wyatt family and the New Day brawl to the back, AJ Styles ends up pinning Enzo and whatnot.
Hello there.
And then we have, Enzo ends up accidentally clotheslining John Cena. AJ Styles hits his finisher on him and gets the pinfall. And so then next, we end up having, there was backstage segments with Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan talking with different people, whatever. I kind of going to breeze over that until we get to the final one with the two of them, which was awesome. Sin Cara got beat down by Baron Corbin, which is obvious. Baron Corbin's obviously going to win over a little guy like that. Baron Corbin is being built as a big monster heel, badass, a loner dude. So that's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see where that goes. I'm not big on Baron Corbin. It's just kind of like, I can't, I don't know, I just don't connect with this guy who, I don't know, I just don't connect with Baron Corbin yet. So, and then we go on to the women's tag team match with the Divas, with the women tagging up. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke and Charlotte, and that was fun until Natalya came down and pulled Becky Lynch off the ring apron, beat the shit out of her, and then Dana Brooke and Charlotte took advantage of that and beat the crap out of Sasha Banks, and I was like, more of this, and then, I want to see, it'll be interesting to see who Sasha Banks' opponent, tag team partner is going to be at Battleground. Why isn't it a championship match with Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the championship? Again, at a special event on a network, no Diva, no women's championship match, another tag team match. Again, I mean, come on, like, that's something that pisses me off. But, so anyways, so who knows? I mean, with my review of that match, I threw out a lot of names who Sasha could have on there. Could be a Hall of Famer. It could be somebody who's debuting. It could be somebody from NXT. It could be somebody on the roster. It could be somebody returning that's injured. So there's a lot of possibilities out there. But Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch win by DQ. And then Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler lose to Sheamus and Rusev. In a tag team match. It was like, why isn't Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler winning? I don't understand this. They're having these two guys who are we're supposed to take serious as heels that I can't take serious as heels. I can't take Sheamus and Rusev serious. They've been watered down for, they were awesome at one point. Well, Sheamus, I never really cared for him because he's a moose. And then Rusev, he was a nasty heel until, well, we know what happened, and then he got watered down. So Zack Ryder needs to beat him for the U.S. Championship, regardless of whether you like him or not. Zack Ryder should be the U.S. Champion coming out of Battleground, in my opinion. And then we get the hype video for Randy Orton, which is awesome. Looking forward to him coming back. Looking forward to Battleground with him and Jericho. I hope he RKOs Jericho. So then Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the championship. I already said, it was an awesome match. A lot of really awesome ring work. But then the finish was supposed to be controversial. All right, good night. See you in the morning. Love you. Bye-bye. So then, oh man, the spray. Jesus. My head. She left the door wide open. That's awesome. Well, anyway, she's awesome. So, it just fucking leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I still feel like somebody farted in my mouth and fucking did a drive-by farting with the finish. It was like, what the hell was that? Dean Ambrose hit Dirty Deeds onto Seth Rollins after he got buckle bombed. That's where he gets power bombed into the corner. I call it a buckle bomb. and then he, right out of that, he ended up reversing, and he popped out of it and hit Seth Rollins into a dirty deeds, which was like fucking insane. It's like, I don't understand that. So that he should have never hit the dirty deeds on Rollins like that. But then Seth Rollins eventually hits the pedigree on him, and he gets a 2 count. And then that superplex off the top rope after the referee was knocked down, made with the double pinfall, the draw, whatever, not even being called a draw, was like, what is that? So Raw was awesome, and it sucked at the same time. It was so awesome. The whole show was fluid and awesome, and then the end was sucked. It's like a big turd that doesn't flush down the toilet for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too harsh, Big Dog Jimmy says. He says he understands why it happened that way, and he's okay with it, and he doesn't have a problem really with it because, does that mean that there's going to be a tournament now? Is there no champion? Are they going to crown a new champion? Is there going to be some kind of tournament at Battleground now? What's going to happen, so we don't know. We have to wait. Oh my god, I had to let you guys go before I get sick, because that spray is just getting to me and it's blowing right in my face. Maybe if I turn the fan away, that'll help. Yeah, I think that helps. Me blowing the fan. Alright, well, let me know what you guys thought. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Did you think the show was awesome until the very end, the last 2-3 minutes, with the controversy finish there, or did you like that? Did you think that was fun and awesome? I'd like to know. Am I just being overreacting? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you agree with anything I said and you want to hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.